It's that time of year again where I put myself on blast for your enjoyment. At the end of the year, my team and I reflect on my 2021 growth, what we did well, what we didn't do well. I like to take a look at how much money my business made compared to the previous year, and of course, set new goals for 2022. You're getting all the tea in this video. What's up everyone, it's Millie. Welcome back to my channel where I post videos every Wednesday teaching you the latest strategies and trends on social media to help you grow your brand. So give a little love tap on that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest tips and tricks I have for you. First, I want to say a huge thank you to this video's shoutouts. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So if you want to shout out in one of my future videos, be sure to screenshot yourself watching this and tag me on Instagram stories, or leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. As always, timestamps will be in the comments down below because I value your time and you already know why you're here. So let's get into it. In order to do an accurate reflection, let's take a look at last year's Millie and see what her goals were. Goals, again, for personal, for business, is read 12 books, launch an online course, grow my audience, pass six-figure income and revenue, create an active lifestyle that I enjoy, expand my team, grow in knowledge, and connect with other creatives. In this video, we're going to focus on the 4 business goals because that's probably what you're all here for, not really the personal lifestyle goals, so we'll leave that for another time. Goal number 1 was to launch my online course, which I did. I am super proud of the Modern Influencer, and I have a lot more to add to it this year, which we'll get to when we talk about next year's goals. I was able to do 2 live launches. I'm hoping by January 1st, my team and I will be able to set up an evergreen launch, which is kind of like a promotion that will constantly be going for my course. So I'm hoping 3 total launches, but we did do 2 launches. Goal number 2 was to grow my audience. Platform growth is probably one of the biggest goals that everybody sets for themselves. And saying grow my audience is a super vague description. So in my goal planning video, I do define it a little bit more. Let's take a look at that. Instagram, I started the year at 30,000. My goal is to hit 50,000 by the end of the year. YouTube, I'm at 34,000. Goal is to hit 100,000 by the end of the year. TikTok, 615 is where I'm starting. I'd like to hit 10K by the end of the year. And then Patreon, beginning of the year, I had 0 members on my group coaching community. So by the end of the year, I'd love to have 200 people in my group coaching community. And then my email list started at 1,500, and I'd love to grow that to anywhere between 5 and 10,000. I was able to hit 3 out of the 5 goals here. The 3 that I did hit were Instagram, YouTube, and email list. At the time of scripting this video, I have 71,000 Instagram followers, which is 20,000 over my goal. I have 126,000 YouTube subscribers, which is 26,000 over my goal. And I have 9,833 people on my email list, which is the exact range of my goal because I wanted between 5 and 10,000. We're right there. We're right in the sweet spot. The 2 goals that I did not hit were TikTok and Patreon. With TikTok, I grew from 615 followers to 1,000 followers. Woo! I'm not too upset with this because my course launch was absolutely my biggest priority this year. It was going to be the moneymaker for me, so I knew I had to prioritize that over making time for TikTok. Then with Patreon, I actually ended up canceling my Patreon in October due to health reasons. If you follow me over on Instagram, you'll know that throughout August and September, I was dealing with a lot of panic attacks, random fainting, and fevers. By the time October hit, I was advised to take some things off of my plate, and Patreon ended up being one of those things. While I did not hit my 200 Patreon members goal, I did have a consistent income with Patreon, so I still consider that a win. We'll talk more about how much actual money I made from Patreon with this next goal, which was goal number 3 was to hit 6 figures in income. In this video here, I talk about how much money I made in 2020. So if you want to see in-depth detailing about how much money I made, all the different income streams, all the things, you can watch that video next. And I do want to say this disclaimer, if talking about money is something that you're uncomfortable with, you can skip ahead because I'm going to show you everything in depth, like tell you everything, all the monies. And just know that me showing my income and talking about my income is not any sort of brag. The reason that I openly talk about money is, well, 2 reasons. 1, I enjoy being able to watch these videos and look back on my business growth. It's been a really cool journey for me to watch for myself. And 2, I know when I was starting my business, I wish somebody was super transparent about this stuff so I could learn more about it and see the behind the scenes of someone's business or influencer business. So I'm gonna be super open and honest with exactly how much money I'm making. First, let's see how much money I made in 2020. Adding up all 5 streams of income from 2020, my grand total as an entrepreneur and YouTuber is $33,009.19. That That total came from 5 different income streams, being affiliate marketing, coaching, collaborations, virtual assistant work, and YouTube. I was doing a lot of virtual assistant work throughout COVID, and then around June, July is when I started taking my business seriously and started trying to land more collaborations, take on more coaching clients, and yeah, so about the last half of the year was me trying to make income with this job. Now let's see how much I made in 2021, not including December because we're recording this at the beginning of December, so we can't really include this month. This year I had the entire year to focus solely on my business. I created 7 income streams, being affiliate marketing, digital products, coaching, YouTube, collaborations, my Patreon membership, and online courses, bringing my total income to $215,000. If you would like for me to make a separate video about any of these topics or about any of these income streams, let me know which one you'd like to see a video on down below, and we could definitely talk about that in a future video. Now, I know that's a huge number to a lot of you and myself. Like, that's a huge number for me. I've never ever made over 6 figures before, but something that you need to keep in mind is that that number is my business income. That is not pocketed. That is not for Millie. It's not for me. And I think that's something that a lot of people overlook, or when people share how much money they made in their business that year, they're not really transparent about like, hey, that's not really how much money I made. That's my business total income, revenue, whatever. So that is not pocketed. First, you would have to take out expenses like paying my team, all the software we use, Canva, ActiveCampaign, Thinkific, Calendly, Slack, the Adobe Suite. So really expenses, we're spending about $10,000 a month in expenses. $10,000 a month of expenses is about $120,000 taken out of that, bringing our new total to $115 of household income. And I say household income because I am married to John. He's my partner. He helps a lot with business operations. So we both get paid with that. Before I dive into my goals for 2022 and mistakes that I've made this year, the final goal I set for myself was expand my team. I started this year with a VA, video editors, and a collaborations manager. And now at the time of filming, I have a social media assistant who creates all of my Instagram posts, a VA who handles all email communications, my video editors who edit my YouTube videos, an SEO strategist who just started to help me with my blog, my agent who manages my collaborations for me, and a digital business manager who is my right-hand woman. She basically keeps me sane. Now I'm curious, I wanna know what your goals are for the new year, so let me know in the comments below, what are your goals for the new year, whether business or personal, big or little? Let me know, I would love to hear it. All right, now what the heck are my goals for 2022? I was able to hit a lot of the benchmarks that I set for myself this previous year, so what's next? What's to come? I'm gonna break it down into similar categories, so goal number 1 being platform growth. For Instagram, I'd like to hit 100,000 followers. YouTube, I'd like to hit 250,000 followers, which is kind of a stretch, I think, but we'll see. With my email list, I'd like to hit 20,000 subscribers, and TikTok, we'll see if we can get there again, 10,000 followers. That is a platform that I've been planning to figure out how to figure out. I don't know if that makes sense, but that is the platform that I know it's a big deal platform, and one that maybe you all would be interested in learning how to grow on, especially with Instagram Reels and TikTok being very paralleled in the content that you produce. So that is one I want to tackle and be able to understand, as well as I understand Instagram, so I could teach you all of that strategy. Next, for goal number 2, we're talking income/expense goals. In a perfect world, I'd love to hit 7 figures in revenue, not gonna lie, but I feel like a more attainable goal is 750,000 and then 30,000 expenses per month, which would really be 390,000 household income split between me and John. I'm truly not sure if that's a realistic goal at all when it comes to expenses. I'm all for hiring out if it's gonna help with the business growth and mental health, so we'll see what those expenses look like at the end of next year. To be a little bit more specific about where I see that income coming from, I'd love to hit 10,000 in affiliate marketing, 10,000 in digital products, 20,000 in coaching, 60,000 on YouTube, 100,000 from collaborations, and 550,000 from my online courses. This goal naturally leads me to the next one, which is team goals. I can see myself hiring 3 to 4 new team members this year. The first person, which is also the reason I could see affiliate marketing, digital products, and course sales increasing, is hiring a funnels strategist. This person will help me set up all the funnels in my business so that my products are more consistently selling, because right now I have no strategy in place for digital products. They literally just just exist on my website. And I have a bunch of other products that I've never posted before. So I think it would be really helpful to have somebody come in, work with me, take a look at everything, and figure out all the different funnels that we can make to sell those products in a better and more efficient way. The second person I'd like to hire is an ads manager. I have never run ads for my business. All traffic right now is completely organic traffic. Once those funnels are set up, then I could see myself hiring an ads manager, running ads to different freebies on my website that will drip people in, or potential new customers, into different funnels, hopefully upselling them to different products, courses, all the things. So yeah, funnel strategist first, and then the ads manager. The third/fourth person after John and I move in January and we get all settled in, we would both love to have in-house VAs or assistants for our businesses. We love having a remote team. I know that gives so many people a lot of freedom, but there are times where we wish we had somebody here with us so it's easier to explain things, or they could pick up things that randomly come at us throughout the day. There's been so many times where I'm like planning to batch film 5 YouTube videos, and then all of a sudden like I get a Slack message and it's like, oh my gosh, Millie, can you handle this thing? And it's like, I wish I had another person here to do that for me. So we would both love to have our own in-house assistants for the two parts of our businesses. So we have my business and then John's business all under the same umbrella, but one person for each of us helping us out. I got a person, you got a person. The final person that I'm thinking about hiring, which isn't set, is a Pinterest manager. So I have my SEO strategist right now cleaning up my blog because it's a disaster. So once that's all cleaned and we're posting weekly blogs, I'd love to hire a Pinterest manager that helps run organic traffic to my website. I have a lot of organic traffic coming from YouTube and Instagram, but I would love to have more organic traffic coming from Pinterest because a lot of people go there for those blogs. Goal number 4 is more project-based goals. So for my online course, I'm thinking of doing 2 live launches, and these are just live launches where I do a live webinar, I open the course doors for a limited amount of time with a certain exclusive offer. And I plan to do 2 live launches with 2 major updates happening inside of the course. The 2 major updates are 2 new topics that will be put inside that I think influencers will really benefit from. So I'm really excited about that. My goal for my course, The Modern Influencer, is have it be a one-stop shop for influencers, literally the only course that they would ever need to take to grow on Instagram, learn how to get paid on collaborations, learn how to make other income streams so that they could create a sustainable business and leave their 9-to-5s. Like, that is my goal with this course. So I want to make sure it's organized in a way that helps somebody do that A to Z. At an overview, 2021 was an amazing year for me, and I'm so blessed and grateful for everything, but it also had some major flops in it. And that's why I want to talk about some of the mistakes that I made this year so you don't have to make them. Learn from me and my mistakes. I would say the biggest mistakes I made this year were trying to do everything by myself, letting perfection hold me back, and not prioritizing me. Trying to do everything by myself and not prioritizing me go hand in hand because they led me to the same place. I'm somebody who taught myself from a very young age how to live constantly at like this high level of stress and performance. It felt like my entire life was always performance based, so I was constantly under stress of having to always do things to prove myself, I guess. I didn't think anything was wrong because this was my normal. I mentioned earlier that I got really sick in August and September, and that's because I was apparently working too hard under a constant amount of stress, and my body physically couldn't handle it anymore. Again, I didn't know that I was stressed because I'm so used to living at such a high intensity, but my body failed me. Yeah, it was a pretty crappy 2 months of being constantly sick, having random panic attacks, having like random fainting spells where like, I don't know what happened, I fainted. And I thought something was physically actually wrong with me. My doctor was concerned. We were like, you need a brain scan, you need a heart monitor, like all the things. Turned out it was just stress. Who knew? Not me. I didn't even know I was stressed. Basically with that, I'm learning to delegate more tasks and prioritize me because I mean, I love y'all so much, but I wasn't taking care of myself, and I literally can't post content for you if I don't take care of me. Still trying to figure out what that looks like. I don't know how to take care of myself, so I'll keep you posted on that. The other one is perfectionism, not letting that hold me back. I'm sometimes a perfectionist, a lot of the time, most of the time, okay, all the time. I suffer from perfectionism. Letting go of perfectionism has actually helped me post more on Instagram and more on YouTube. I would worry so much about how my feed would look, the scripts. If it wasn't perfect, I wouldn't post anything until I figured that one thing out. But I just needed to realize that good enough content is good enough for my audience. Of course, I want to always strive for quality and give you the best content ever, but I can't sacrifice quality for my mental health sometimes. If you've made it this far and you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hug the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when I post my future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Follow your joy. Bye. I can't reach because there's light here.